record so we can show it to everybody else. Well, my dog is asleep because he's been acting crazy today. I guess with it raining, sorry y'all. With it raining, he got upset as I said that.
Oh, did he wake up? Uh-oh.
Went outside. He'll usually start barking. Ask Michelle. He'll start going crazy.
Yeah, he does bark. So how's your week going so far, Liz?
So far, so good.
Good.
Okay, mine's been busy. I feel like I'm going 500 directions, which I like being busy. I thrive. And I think that's one reason I like to coach too, because it just, if I'm not doing anything, I get depressed. I know it's kind of person that I get depressed. Well, I know you're the only one on here, but we're going to record it in the team page for the other girls. One thing, did you watch the video or the podcast that I should have posted this morning and I didn't, or listened to it?
I did.
You did? Okay. So I posted in our group. It's a little confusing at first because Michelle's been doing this 5 years. I've been doing it too. And we are actually just now really starting to work on this. But in the video, she kind of explains that the 4 hash, like with me, I thought, what would be your hashtags, to attract people? And I'm going to be honest with you. Even listening to her in that social media training, me and Michelle's doing a social media training, she even tells you that she doesn't think hashtags are really, they're not the thing anymore. Like people still use them because it does pull some people. But like the people it's pulling for me are not my people.
Right.
So the 4 hash is basically like the big one is, what is your why? What is your reason? Are you doing this to be healthy for yourself, to be healthy for your husband? For mine started out being me. I got diagnosed with Crohn's and healthy for me. And, I had just become a labor and delivery nurse, and probably TMI, but with the issues I was having, bleeding and stuff like that, I couldn't deliver babies. I'm like, I have to get this under control to be able to continue my occupation. So that was my initial why. But now with my mom and dad being sick, it's like, that's my second why. So when you look at the little chart, my top thing is to be healthy. And then you break it off from there. And this is where Michelle and I struggle because it's hard. So say one of my other ones was, I adopted my nephew, which is he's 6 now. And I'm almost 50 years old, and it's not easy. And he has some issues. He has oppositional defiant disorder, and we have issues. By the end of the night, I want to pull my hair out. But the reason that I do it is because of him, because I need to feel well. I need to be here for him. He has nobody else. And then, you just break it down from there. So that's something that we wanted our coaches to start thinking about, because once you get centered on your why, your 4 hash, then when you go to post something, once you get comfortable posting, you go to post something, you need to stop before you hit submit and say, or enter, whatever. Is this relatable to my 4 hash? If it's not, then you probably don't need to post it. The reason I think this is so important is because for 2 years or a year and a half, I was just posting. I was posting what I thought people wanted to see. I was posting everything Beachbody. People don't want to see that.
No.
They don't want you selling to them.
Right.
They want to watch your journey. They want to see you succeed. And then your happy juice or your mama juice, or some people even call it the mama crack, which I don't, is what I've heard on Diesel Nation. Some of them call it the mama crack.
Oh.
But, yeah. So, eventually people start asking, what is that you drink that gives you so much energy? Or, what is this superfood shake? So it all boils down to your 4 hash. And I think once you get, and I know you were struggling with your why, so I think this is a great start for you. Mm-hmm. And I actually am going to order you a book and send it to you. And it's actually, it's called Make Chic Happen. And I know you're not ready to really dive into it, but she has some good advice for people starting out, what to look at, goals, things like that. Anything you want to add to that, Michelle?
Yeah, well, just like for instance, for me, like my big umbrella is, oh, hold on. I have something popping up on screen. Like for me, it's the golden years because that's the stage of my life. So then the pillars that I have underneath that are aging, family, relationships, and health and fitness. So, what I try to do is when I think about posting whatever the content is, I try to tie it in with under one of those pillars. But the overall being is really being healthy and fit as I age in my golden years, and thinking about um, as you share, be real though. Show if you're struggling. If you wake up tomorrow and you don't feel like working out, be honest about that and share it in your post because that helps you to be relatable to others who are watching your stories or reading your posts. So that we don't want it to come across as being that perfect. Oh, where'd those go? Oh, there you are. You disappeared. We want to be relatable. So sharing our struggles as well, and then just sharing how we're working through them, I think helps people to trust us and to realize that we're not perfect, that we have our struggles. Like if we go on a long weekend vacation, we might splurge. Well, how are we going to get back on track? What are the things we're going to do? Just so that people realize, yep, we're human. We're gonna splurge a little every now and then, but we have the tools and the knowledge to know how to get right back on track. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay.
That makes me think about this. Do you remember? And I know I always bring Trichelle's name up, but she always has good examples. I remember, I think it was this time last year. Rochelle, I don't know how much she weighed in the beginning, and she's one of our top coaches, and you'll see her. She's actually been doing it for 5 or 6 years, but her coach wasn't very active like our group is. So she quit for 6 months and then signed back up under Jamie. And she's just really blossomed now that she's with a team that's active and we kind of help each other out. But she's lost over, it was 100 pounds last year. And I know this year alone, she's lost 30 pounds. She has lost.
Dang.
Yes, I will send you her pictures. It is amazing. And she'll tell you, nope, I'm not going to have surgery. She said, I want to be real. I want people to see me. This is what I was before. Yes, she's real. She takes pictures showing, but she said a girl had mentioned to her, because we all wear these tights when we do our workout that kind of squeeze everything in and hold the skin together. Somebody had made comment to her on Facebook about, yeah, you and all of the other coaches are perfect, or, something like that. And I remember her posting a picture. Do you remember that, Michelle, where she rolled down? And this is before she lost weight this last year.
Yeah.
And she was like, this is real. This is me. And it's all from following Ultimate Portion Fix.
Yeah.
And doing the workouts.
And drinking Shakeology.
Yep. And she'll tell you, she did a story today saying she didn't care how much it cost. She would always do it.
Yep.
Like her used to always be sick and now he's not. But she just always keep it real, when you're, and I was even reading right now where it says you don't have to do 4 hash anymore. You can just do 3. Just focus your reason why. And if you're not sure now, it will come to you eventually.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's to be healthy. But are you doing it for yourself? Are you doing it? Are you going to have a family later? Are you doing it so that your parents need you? Think like that and just try to have your main reason here and build up. Like Michelle says, your pillars underneath it. You want to support it.
Because what happens is, as we gain followers and they begin watching our stories or reading our posts, they actually, the more consistent we are, then they begin to actually look for, oh gosh, well, let's see. I know last Monday, Liz posted about a health tip. Will she be doing that this Monday? The consistency helps not only build value and trust, but I think it helps those the people that are following us to come to realize that we're here for the long term and we're consistently posting. Oh,
Uh-oh.
we lost her again.
Give her a minute. Let me see if she will come back.
Okay. I know what happened.
Let me pause it.
She's back.
It's okay,
Hey,
Christy.
Christy.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm usually the one that has issues. Usually it's a dog,
Yes.
a kid, or a husband. But that's the first thing that we wanted, y'all to work on was that, because I think once you get that down, and I wish I would have done that in the beginning, I think that it's going to help lead the way for what you want to focus on.
Yes.
And I'm proud of you because even though you're posting workout selfies, you're doing great.
Yes.
Most
So
people are
proud of you.
Yep. So just keep doing it. And people eventually will start saying, what are you doing? What are you doing? When you do that good before and after, that's when you can really start running with it. I never did that, but Jamie told me that. And after I did 80-day obsession, I started having people come to me. I'm like,
Yeah.
she was right. Let's see. What else did we have? Michelle, we have, okay. And I copied the 4 hash and put it in our team page so you can read through it. It gives you the diagram to fill out. And I can email it to you if you want to print it or something at work. Okay, let's see. The other thing we were going to talk about tonight were once a year, like Jamie and Brooke, our big coaches in our big team will say that she wants us to get with our coaches and ask them what are their goals for the year. But since this year's been kind of crazy and some coaches have really taken off, but this year I feel like it's been a struggle for a lot of people. It's not been as easy to get customers. And so I thought maybe ask now what your goals are. What would your goals be, this time next year? Do you want to be a discount coach? Do you want to try to start building a small team? And I have a diagram too. Did I send you that diagram of the level of coaches, like level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4? And it asks you, let me tell you.
I don't think so.
I was going to send this to everybody. I never seen this before, but this, hold on. It's in the Zoom crew. I've got too many groups. I really think it kind of hit home with me because I was like, oh, I used to be there and now I'm here. So I do see that I'm progressing. Okay, so stage 1 is a newbie coach. You're in the stage if you just started on your coaching journey, you're posting a little bit inconsistent, but still showing up. You aren't sure where to start when it comes to posting strategy. You need help identifying your ideal customer and how to speak to them. And I feel like that's where most of our coaches are. Christy's a stage or 2 ahead. I'm going to post this in our group too, and I want y'all to tell me what stage you feel like you're in so that this time, 6 months, 12 months, we can look at it again and you can see your progression. I know it's simple, but when you work hard to put that workout on there every day, you work out, you try to eat right. And when you look back at it, it's like fulfilling. Like, even though I'm not this big, don't have a big, huge team, I'm growing.
Yes.
And this team is actually, it doesn't just, to me, it's not about money. It's not about, it's about community. Because at 50, I don't have a lot of friends. And if I do, most of mine are 5 hours away, or they have families or taking care of parents. And to me, the biggest thing is about community, I think. And building a team helps you acquire that. So the one thing is I'll put that in our team page, and I want all the new coaches to circle or tell me I think I'm at stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. And then I want you to tell me what your goals are for 6 months or a year. Where do you see yourself at? And then what I can do to help you.
Yeah.
We're taking baby steps. We're taking really small baby steps because I felt like that new coach group that I put y'all in, I still feel like that's a lot at one time because every day you're getting a chunk. And by the end of the month, you're inviting. And a lot of people, I'm still not ready to truly invite like the way a lot of coaches are.
Yeah.
The way I feel like I should be at, turn that off. the way I should be after 2 years. And I think it's because I didn't get comfortable with the other stuff and I didn't have a good foundation of building trust with people, knowing I knew my why, but I didn't support underneath it, like the pillars that Michelle talks about. So I feel like all this goes to. So, and I also have, and I'm going to post this in the team page too. I have some very simple story posting ideas and some for your stories and for your feet. I picked out some very simple ones for y'all to do, and you can do it any day, anytime, at least 3 to 4 times this week, whatever. If you only do it twice, I'm not going to get on to you, but I just think use this list for the next 2 or 3 weeks, and it's just to get yourself out there. And a lot of it is post about yourself. It's mine. I don't when I do open it up, it goes ding, 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 ding. So post about yourself, about your journey, about your family, not just coaching. Right now, I don't want you to burn people out posting about coaching. I think right now it's just getting you comfortable posting, building, how do you say it, building your, not clients, but people that are watching you. And I just think we need to build a strong before we start inviting.
Yeah, I agree.
Christy's been doing this about a year, I think. And she's really been working on herself mostly, I think, the last year. And she has came along.
Ooh.
She has an amazing transformation. And homeschooling 2 kids and battled a lot of different things. And it's just amazing to me. Totally amazing. And she is a good support. She's one of those that she watches all the videos. And she say, I can watch them and can't tell you nothing. I'm like, what? What was I supposed to get out of that? One that can, watch it and she understands it. But is there anything else, Michelle, other than that? It was
so we went over the 4 hashtags, talked about the why. You talked about just thinking about your goal, where you would like to be in a year. And then you said you were going to share some posting ideas to work on this week for your feed and your stories. Yeah, and I think that's probably enough to get started. And maybe our goal could be when we meet next week to be able to at least share what we've at least started with thinking about for our overall umbrella and our 4 pillars. Because, when we met before, Twyla, with I don't remember who else, maybe just talking about that helped so much. So maybe if we take this week to sort of identify what we think and then share it next week, maybe we can brainstorm together and just help each other to even fine tune it a little bit more.
I agree.
Okay. So I think that's all. Liz, do you have any questions?
She loves
No.
FaceTime. She likes seeing us. She says
Yeah, I do too. It's nice to put faces with names.
Yep.
It makes you realize that we're real, that we're just not somebody in.
Right. True. Just somebody in cyberspace.
It's hard to get everybody on the same. It's hard to get everybody on the same time. But it's okay. I'm going to try recording it, see how that works.
Yes.
I'll post that. I'll share it to Michelle on pages.
Okay.
And I think that's it.
I think we had a good plan for the week, for the rest of the week.
I'll do it every week. I've got it. We use the same link, and
Okay.
change dates or whatever, we can change it. So
Okay.
oh, I got to get a picture.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hang on. Just try to switch to video real quick. Hang on.
Okay.
I did the prep. I've never done the prep, and I did the prep leg day.
Hey.
Hey, Christy.
So,
Sorry, I'm eating my dinner right here while y'all.
That's okay. That's all right.
I was dying. Have y'all done that? The prep legs?
Yes.
My legs weren't hurting. My low back was.
Yeah.
I guess so many squats and bending. I was like, oh my gosh, my back wasn't great.
Lots.
Got my foam roller out and was like, Georgie, so what are you doing? My back is killing me. Let me take a picture. I'm gonna get the contacts because I hate this. Taking a picture with glasses on every time. All right, hold on, y'all.
Okay.
Oh, I got a glare. Hold on. All right, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect. All right, I'll send it to you. All right, and I'll get all that posted. I'll do it now before I get up.
Okay. All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.
See you.